Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave and today we're talking about the Gibson Adam Jones 1979 Silverburst Les Paul Custom V2 version 2 volume 2. I don't know. It's a confusing thing. It doesn't make any sense. Let's talk about it. Yeah guys, we're going to talk about the Adam Jones Les Paul in just a mo, but first let me say thanks to all of you who have hit the subscribe button. YouTube tells me that over 80% of people who regularly watch the channel have not hit the subscribe button. So please take 2 seconds, hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications after you've hit the notification bell, and then come and join us for 3-Chord Dave live on Saturday, where we have lots of fun, lots of banter, chats about guitars, music, and some craziness about fake band names that people ask me if I've listened to. So check it out. It's a lot of fun Saturdays. Come and join us. But subscribe and you'll get a notification when we do go live. It's 10 p.m. Irish time if you want to look that up. And yeah, definitely make it because it's going to be super fun. And guys, down below there are some links, affiliate links and other ways to support the channel. If you feel like doing so, that would be greatly appreciated. But now let's talk about some guitars. So last year Gibson released the Adam Jones 1979 Les Paul Custom Silverburst guitar and people flipping loved it. Amazing. They sold out in like 5 minutes. There was only 79 of them made in 2 different runs. There was the aged and signed version and the VOS version. The VOS version was like a brand new guitar, but it was like the Silverburst, like an aged Silverburst finish. And then the aged and signed obviously had all the dings and nicks and rash marks and so on that Adam Jones's guitar actually has, or at least it was a very, very close replica of that. Very cool. So cool that 20-something of them were stolen off a truck and Gibson had to make new ones to replace them. And that is a beautiful story. Not so much about the ones that got stolen, but the Gibson selling all the guitars, making lots of money part. They liked it so much that they've decided to make some more money by releasing the 1979 Adam Jones Les Paul Silverburst Les Paul Custom Thingy Part 2, Volume 2, the second one. But it's a bit confusing. So here's the thing. Look, there's only 79 of these again, because 1979 guitar. Let's do 79 of them. Okay. But yeah, so they're 10 grand. That's great. And these are Murphy Lab guitars, which is how, they sell aged guitars now. So I guess the aging job they did on the guitars last year was like a shitty aging job that, wasn't as good as the Murphy Lab one. So here's a new Murphy Lab guitar. But there are differences, huge differences in the actual finish of the guitar. For example, the neck is hardly worn compared to the one that came out last year. I'm sure there are some marks and stuff like that, but it's not worn through to the wood like the one they released last year. There's also, for me, a huge detail missing, which is beside the bridge pickup. There's the worn through part of the finish where you see the bare wood. They didn't bother doing that on this V2 version for some reason, because who cares about details? Just charge $10,000. It doesn't matter. But as I said, the nitro has some nice cracking to it and some nice lines and stuff. They're very, very adamant of showing that in the video that they released. The only differences really appear to be that it's missing some of those details. Adam Jones's signature on the back of the headstock is in silver instead of black this time, and there's some custom artwork from Corin Fought, which wasn't on the last one. So it's different than the last one. I mean, it still has the custom bucker in the neck that's, reverse mounted or upside down. The Seymour Duncan custom wound JDD is in the bridge. That's great. You still have 3 CTS pots and a 500K DiMarzio pot. You still have a mahogany body with a 2-piece maple top, and you still have a 3-piece maple neck, as you'd kind of expect from a 1979 reissue. So great, awesome. You've got ebony on the fretboard with mother of pearl inlays, and in the case you'll find COA and an Adam Jones headstock mirror, because that's what you want. I mean, look, great. You want to have an Adam Jones guitar. But why have they not just, if you're going to do a volume 2, Just do a second run of the same thing. This seems ridiculous to me, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Because this does not look like Adam Jones's 1979 Les Paul Custom. It looks similar to it, and it looks like it's the same color, but it's got different checking, different finish, dings and marks and aging and so forth. It doesn't have anything like the wear that Adam Jones's one has. So what is happening? Why is this a thing? It's a replica that's not a replica. It's a poor replica? I don't know. But anyway, let's shelve it for a moment, because look, it still looks like a nice guitar. I'm sure for $10,000 it plays pretty well. I hope so. I mean, it's Gibson, so who knows? But look, we all kind of expected the next guitar in the Adam Jones collection would be the Epiphone version of this guitar. We know it's coming, and when it's coming, we're not sure. I'd expect it to be here in January, to be honest with you, but this is a little bit confusing, because I know it was leaked a few weeks ago and people were talking about it then. Here we are. The guitar is now public knowledge. I believe it's sold out already, because there was only 79 of them at $10,000. They were snapped up because people were selling them for crazy money last year. So, I mean, there's one guy has one of last year's aged and signed models up on Reverb for $25,000. $25,000. I mean, come on. Now, 79 people got a chance to buy a V2. And I'm sure they'll pop up on Reverb in the next few weeks as well, because people smell opportunities and trying to make money. On Gibson's website, what they say is that this is a new take on what Adam calls one of his top favorite guitars of all time. But how can you do a new take of a guitar that you're replicating? You replicate it or you don't replicate it. This is just a 1979 Les Paul Custom with the wrong pickups and a headstock mirror. And I know those are features that Adam Jones puts on his guitar. So look, I get the let's buy a replica of my favorite guitarist's guitar. That's cool. I enjoy that. I enjoy the signature models thing. You know, it's something that I really do like them to do. But when it came out, it's like, that's it. It's done. You can't release a V2 a year later and also eliminate 96% of the market who are not in there for those $10,000 guitars. There's a lot of Adam Jones fans who want a guitar, but they have Epiphone money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Epiphones make some really good guitars. We've seen some really good Joe Bonamassa releases. We've seen those Slash ones come out too, you know, they were a thing. But you know, there's lots and lots of people out there who want to buy these guitars. I mean, honestly, is it a good decision that Gibson have made? Is it a bad decision? Does anyone really care? So it's a weird one. Gibson have released a replica that's not a replica. It's just the same color and has the same pickups in it and the same pots. I mean, you know, if you're going to make a replica, make it look the very same, have the same things, do the exact thing. I don't know what this is. It doesn't make any sense to me. And why didn't the Epiphone come out? Because that's what people are hungry for. People have been mentioning these on my videos since the first one came out, for Epiphone versions to come out. And that's over a year of people saying, when is the Adam Jones Epiphone coming out? So people want it, but you're not giving it to them. And as a business, you're making stupid decisions. That happened before with Gibson, and guess what happened? They went bankrupt. So, you know, I know it's cool to have $10,000 guitars and like all of your rich friends can buy them. But those of us who are not your rich friends, we just want to buy cool guitars. We want to have the options. So you've done a dumb move right here. You've released a version 2 of a $10,000 guitar when you should have released an $800 to $900 guitar instead. People still would have complained it was too expensive, but whatever. But honestly, Gibson, are you even paying attention to what's happening? This was a dumb move. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. I don't like it, but I'm sure many of you out there will. So let me know how you feel about this V2 and what you think it means for future releases from Gibson, especially signature models, because I do think this is a thing they're going to run with. You're going to see probably Murphy Lab versions of signature guitars and stuff as well. It could mean some cool stuff, but you know, I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join us for 3 Chord Dave live on Saturday. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back again soon. And until then, take care.